hiphop.mp3.com. Canibus is chillin'.
Yeah,
Dice
what up,
is
Dice?
chillin'. What more can we say? Top billing.
We the illest.
Yo, putting it down as only can I bust can. Some of y'all busters might not know, but you have just borne witness to microphone fitness.
Absolutely. What up, Dice?
Hey, yo, I'm chillin', man. Yo, it's Paradise Live in the studio at mp3.com with my man, Can I Bust?
Yeah, it's a blessing to be here, man. For all those who don't know, man, me and Dice go way back, man. That's my man, 50 Grand from back in the day when I was tearing it down in Eric Sherman's rim shop back in Atlanta back in like 93 or something, man. Tearing it down. Dice Man was talking to me about lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? Getting your lyrical fitness up.
Word up. Hey, yo, you know, it was funny because it was like Redman was there, Eric Sherman, the Lost Boys, Jamal. It was a whole lot of famous MCs, world famous. And there he was, Can I Bust? Nobody had ever heard of him. Nobody had ever seen him. And he was just cleaning the room with MCs. And some people wasn't even rhyming. I ain't going to say their names. But some of them stepped up to the floor and tried to go lyric for lyric with Can I Bust? And he left him standing still, and he was doing like 200,000 miles an hour. And they was like, yo, Shorty nice, right? He gonna be nice one of these days. I was like, one of these days, he just whipped your asses in there right now.
See, that's why I love Dice, because see, Dice keep it real, and he tell it like it is, you know, and I ain't, you know, that's the past. I'm modest. I keep it moving. I talk a lot of ish on the rhymes. You know what I'm saying? When it come to just being one-on-one, mano-y-mano, I just keep it, you know, I keep it copacetic, man. And that's why I give it up to Dice, man, because you one of the original heads, you know?
Hey, yo, you know, I've been doing hip hop since I was 11 years old back in the South Bronx, and I was there at the beginning of KRS-One's career, the beginning of LL's career, the beginning of Rakim's career, Big Daddy Kane, all of the cats, Chuck D, all of the ones that are credited, and of course, Brother J. And Brother J gives you mad props too. He want to see you. But just bringing it back to that, you know, Canibus is, you know, from the beginning, you could see that he was going to be a world-class MC that far surpassed the lyrical skills of most MCs, because right at the beginning, he had more skills than all of them right from the door.
Yo, that mean a lot, man, because, yo, Dice showed me a poster that got October 31st, 1979 on it, you know what I'm saying, and he was DJing at a party. I was born in 74, so, you know, hearing that coming from you, man, that's a compliment, man. That's a compliment, yo.
Well, I just say, you know, on the real, though, you know, a lot of people think hip-hop or lyrical skills or being an MC is just about selling records. But hip-hop ain't about selling no records, because hip-hop was around when we didn't even have dreams of being on records. When it wasn't about
records, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's turned into that, and there's nothing wrong with making a living off of that. It's nothing wrong with feeding your family off of your skills or off of your talent, you know? But you know what I'm saying? MCs like myself, I keep it in the vein, you know? I keep it in the vein.
Definitely, I don't have a problem with that, my man. A couple heads on mp3.com, they posted questions on the message board for you. So I'm going to hit you with a couple of their questions. My man BY, he said, if rap or hip-hop didn't exist, what would you be doing now? And what would you see yourself doing 10 years from now, with or without hip-hop and rap existing?
Man, that's a question. As far as hip-hop not existing, that's a question that I try not to even think about. But, I mean, I was always interested in things involving electronics and computers, and I was always on that side of, you know what I'm saying, that side of the spectrum. I always liked machines and stuff, so I'll probably be doing something involving that, like probably interning at NASA or something.
Hey, yo, I could feel you, because in like 92 or something like that, he blessed one of my mixtapes with some lyrics, and he said some things in that rhyme that most MCs can't even comprehend. And I was looking at him like, he was like, yo, I make your hard drive crash to C:// and I'm like, ah, okay.
You my man, Dice, you my man. See, Dice, remember all of that. See, I keep it advanced. Even if I was hustling on the street corner, I'd be doing it in an advanced way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd never see my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be advanced. Everything that I do, I try to keep it a couple steps ahead of what's going on now. That's the whole point. That's why I sit down and I craft it. It's like I hand build it. You know what I'm saying? Every rhyme, every record. And the new album I got coming, the tracks on this album is way better than anything that I've ever worked on before, and I feel real good about it, man.
Yo, my man JC, he said, who's going to be doing the production on a Horseman album? That's from JC.
Well, I mean, initially we was trying to get, you know what I'm saying, some of the people involved, you know, some of the you know, the bigger names in hip hop involved with it, you know, and as it came down to it, it's like, it's one thing that a lot of those people out there that are not in the industry, you got to understand something. You got to understand that to these big producers, it's all about budgets, man. Like, regardless of how nice you are and regardless of you know what I'm saying, how talented, you know what I'm saying, you might be, they want to know how much is in your budget. You know what I'm saying? And I don't operate like that. And none of the other horsemen care about that either. When we get on records to rock, we just want to get the tightest beat that we can find and rock to it. Because we really not trying to sell it to you. It's something that you either want or you don't want it. I'm not forcing nobody to go buy a Horseman project or go buy my album. It's either you want it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And when you get it, you could critique it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it doesn't really matter what you say, because the bottom line at the end of the day is I'm still Canibus, and all the rest of the horsemen, Killer Priest, Rise, Kaz, Corrupt, you know, their reports speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? We some of the nicest MCs on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's more out there, and we just do what we do for the love of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I hear that, and I definitely feel that.
So to answer Homeboy's question, I mean, production-wise, you know what I'm saying, beat brokers, you know what I'm saying, we got the beat brokers on there. If you never heard of them, you will hear of them, you know what I'm saying, and anybody else who wants to fall in line later on down the line, you know, the Dre's and the Primos and all of them, they got to pick up the phone and call me, you know what I'm saying, or call Gladiator Records or call any one of the horsemen and say, yo, I got a track for you. If not, then I'm not calling them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what? You know, in my career, I ain't never asked nobody for nothing, and I don't want you to do me no favors.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love mp3.com, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these producers and MCs in general that's getting on here, it's all talent, man. You can't put a price on that. Whatever you feel like doing and how you feel like doing it is your business. And whether people like it or not, that's their business. But you got to just keep doing what makes you feel good.
You know, I hear you. I got another question from Sirius Curse. I hope not, but he said for me to ask you if you think that those who get signed deserve it more than those who aren't getting signed. And what's the mix between luck, talent, connecting friends, something I can't mention, sucking, and cash money?
Yeah, fellatio, right?
Yeah.
Yo, check it out. Serious is dead serious, you know what I'm saying? And I like the angle his question is coming from. To tell you the truth, Serious, your guess is probably as good as mine, man. Like, I can't call it. I don't know why some artists get on and others don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as being nice, I mean, that's just something that, you know, at times it's a good thing, and at times it's a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because it means competition for those who are not as skilled or dedicated to the art as we are. And you know, it's always going to be division, man. No matter what record label you on, you know what I'm saying, what label you sign to, you're going to always have label mates that's probably jealous of your skills, jealous of your style, you know what I'm saying? And they're always going to throw monkey wrenches in your situation. You know what I'm saying? Or say things behind your back. It just comes with the territory. Competition exists in every form. Everything out there that you can get into is competition in it. So that's basically how you got to look at it, man. If you want to compete in the arena with the majors, then go get a deal. If you want to go get a deal, try interning at a record label, you know what I'm saying, so that you can see what goes on there, so that you can learn from it. And that way you get to see both sides of the fence. You won't just be an artist, you'll be somebody that was there and you know what happens on the other side. And that'll make you a little bit more wiser with the decisions that you make. And other than that, if you don't want to get on a major and you want to do your music, you know, on the side, there's avenues for that. mp3.com is one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here, man. You know, because I'm not on Universal no more. You know, and every publication that comes out, when they mention my name now, the most recent news is they'll say, yeah, Canibus was dropped from Universal. That's not true. I wasn't dropped from Universal. You know what I'm saying? My man Ricky Lee's my manager. He called up there and we spoke to Monty, the president up at Universal, and we told Monty that we wanted to get off of Universal. That's how it went down, you know, but it doesn't even matter because the bottom line is I use Universal for what I needed from them, you know what I'm saying, and now I don't need them no more, so I keep it moving, and they don't need me no more neither, you know what I'm saying, they got their heavyweights over there doing their thing, and I'ma still be here too, I ain't going nowhere. So Sirius, just keep rocking, man, and you know, keep making your records, and eventually you gonna get there, man. If you give up, you'll never know, but if you keep doing it, you got a shot, man.
Hey, yo, I got a next question from a cat called Il Dravidian. And
yo, these names be killing me, like, but that just goes to show you that's the mind thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all these, because a name says a lot. You know, and all these artists out here, man, especially the ones that come through this vein, man, they talented, man. I'm not gonna front.
All right. He said, Il Dravidian said, why did you do another diss track to LL? And are you working on a new album? And if so, when is the release date?
The album is actually finished, man. I already finished the album, and you know, there's a Horseman album, and that's done too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's easy for me to do records. That's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I took a little bit more time this time with the track selection. You know what I'm saying? Got in the lab and just put it down. As far as the Jacker, you know what I'm saying? I ripped the Jacker because, you know, he put something out on his last album talking to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people, if you talking to me, then you know, then you say what you gotta say, and then let me say what I gotta say. And you know, I mean, I feel like anybody in my position would have done the same thing. I mean, if you really sit down and think about it, I only did 2 records, you know what I mean? From what I heard, the Jacket did like 7 or 8 records, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of joints is unreleased. So you tell me, like why would you spend so much energy and time on somebody that ain't worth nothing, on nobody? Why would you worry about what Canibus is doing? Just do you. If I was in his situation, I just do me. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to me, then and you got something to say to me, then say it. And when I get ready to strike back, just get prepared for that. You know, just be prepared to finish what you start. You know, I said that in Second Round Knockout, and that's how I feel. It's real like that.
Okay. Normally, if I was interviewing a so-called famous person or a so-called, famous artist,
jacker,
I wouldn't ask them the question that I'm gonna ask you right now. That's coming from this kid called Dramamine. But you were real, brother.
Absolutely.
I know you from way back, and I know you could deal with it.
Absolutely.
So Dramamine, I think he's one of those. How you say that, Tyre? Player hater.
A jacker.
Oh, one of them.
See, the record Rip the Jacker is not just about Homeboy. The record Rip the Jack is about all jackers. You know what I'm saying?
So this guy, Dramamine says, and I quote, "How does it feel to be a commercial failure?"
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is I was always an artist that pumped skills and underground skills. I always pumped it there. I never tried to go above ground and reach out to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I was an artist that kept it on the underground level, and the mainstream took notice of me because I ripped the Jacker with Second Round Knockout. That's mainly when a lot of them took notice. For the ones that been paying attention to my career from the beginning, it didn't start in 1998 with Second Round Knockout. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking for a decade and change, you know, which means I tore down a lot of street corner ciphers. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of MCs out there that's doing their thing right now, that seen me ripping it down. You know what I'm saying? That stood by and watched me tearing down conventions and Jack the Rapper conventions and Gavin conventions and hip hop conventions over in DC and Maryland. It's a lot of them cats to see me tearing it down. So I've been here for a long time, man. And as far as, I don't even remember what Homeboy's name is, but I never heard of him before. So you know what I'm saying? He's a failure to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I never heard of him before. If you got that much skills, then put something out and let me hear about you and let me say, oh yeah, that kid's nice. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, you a jacker.
There you go. hiphop.mp3.com exclusive. Can I bust? He most certainly can.
Absolutely.
In the house with Paradise. Hey, yo, once again, putting it down. Y'all keep checking back. Check Canibus page. You know what I'm saying? For all the hotness and the new stuff. And definitely check his page every couple of weeks because he going to be putting new stuff up. He going to be putting up his calendar. He going to be updating that so y'all can know where to catch him performing and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And look out for his new album coming out soon. What's the name of that joint?
Yeah, the name right now is untitled. I got a couple ideas, but basically, it's like this, man. I'm not signed or stricken to no situations right now. We got Gladiator Records. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the company that I'm with, and we're going to be putting it down, man. You know what I'm saying? The Horseman, Killer Priest got his album coming out on July 10th. Make sure you go cop that. It got the Horseman track on there. And you know, Raz got his album coming out, Van Gogh. You know, Corrupt got his joint he working on. Yo, we all just gonna bring it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's strength in numbers. And that's what we trying to do. It's a movement, yo. Canibus, Gladiator Records, The Horseman. Don't forget, man. It's gonna be there.
Peace.